Hello again! By the title of the video, you already know who we are going to be talking about today. A few months ago, I made a video simply titled The Downfall of Matthew Santoro, a very short 16-minute long video of me talking about my experiences watching Matthew as a wee lad. But months have passed and things have changed, and recently a viewer of mine posted a comment on the video in regards to Matthew and his recent activities on Twitch. I took a look at this video and it highlights Matthew as a toxic, arrogant, and hypocritical butthead. Compare this to my video I made a while ago where, as you can see, that Matthew is a completely different person when he's streaming. Genuinely, everyone is when they're streaming, honestly. But with Matt, it's way more apparent because most of his content before he quit was very dry, so it's a little bit of a spectrum change when you see his content before he quit and then right now as he's on Twitch. One might argue that my content is dry, and if you do, I will hunt you down and I will make it look like an accident. Anyways, threats aside, I say most because there have been videos where he has shown his wacky and zany side, like how he used to be. To me, Matthew Santoro was a wacky, energetic, positive, and chill dude, not a toxic, snot-driveling man with a beautifully gorgeous bald head. I want to make this video not to insinuate any sort of harassment on Matthew, but to examine him and how he got to his point in his career where he quit from one platform and started on another. Obviously, I'm not going to go that deep into the Twitch thing. There have been tons of people that have made videos of that. I don't want to go into that. That's not my fucking forte. I also want to remake the first video I made about him because I dislike the fucking thumbnail I made for it. Like, this fucking thumbnail is fucking disgusting. I did it in 15 minutes. And I guess you could think of this video as like a 1.5 HD remix of the first video. The new thumbnail I made, by the way, is just, it's just, it's simple, yet so creative. It's just, it's beautiful. Going back to the first video I made, I do think that there was some good and valid points I made regarding Matthew and his recent change from YouTube to Twitch, or his recent content change to be exact. But not only his content, but his personality, his line delivery, and his video production. As you can see, the tail end of his career, he kind of gave up making videos, which I thought was a passion of his because he talked very highly of it. But as it continued on, he just didn't like it, and I guess he just got bored of it and is now doing Twitch, which I guess is better, I guess. Like I've stated in my previous video, I did bring attention to his change of tone with that video, with a lot of his newer videos. Going from a jovial and engrossed about the subject that he's talking about to essentially looking bored and disinterested, to the point where, well, he quit. Now, one of his most recent videos, and I mean recent isn't like 2 months ago, he did show off a bit of his wacky and zany side, and despite that, his video was still very bland and, dull. I couldn't differentiate his videos from one of those generic top 10 videos on YouTube. I fucking hate those videos. Not Watch Mojo though. I will definitely watch his dry shit over Watch Mojo any day. You could fucking waterboard me, and with his fucking videos playing his like dry teeved videos, I will still watch those over Watch Mojo. I fucking hate Watch Mojo so much. But back to his videos and his content change. In my video, I talked about how engaging and interesting his videos were for a numerous amounts of factors. His video topic, the production of his videos, the consistency of his uploads. The last part may vary because, I mean, some certain YouTubers have lives, so, I mean, it completely differs. Some YouTubers have consistency problems where they can't keep up with stuff, and obviously, uploading something is obviously not going to be a top priority. Especially for newer ones who make videos and are also in school. But for Matthew, who has made YouTube essentially his job, you start to notice that his uploads went from a few times a week to once a week to once a month to once every few months to essentially until he fucking quit. And I know some YouTubers have irregular uploading schedule based off of the content that they make. Some YouTubers make videos faster due to them having teams and editors, and sometimes YouTubers make videos a lot faster because of the content that they're making, which is not really the most difficult content to edit and, you know, to produce and stuff like that, obviously. And other creators, well, don't, because I mean, a lot of their videos are also very heavily edited, very well researched, and, you know, etc. A notable exception of this is Scott the Woz, who not only does he write, record, edit, and upload his own videos, it's amazing. He does it once every week. I know Scott the Woz has nothing to do with this video. I just wanted to mention him because he's a fucking super cool dude. Please, Scott, don't do anything bad to make me look like a loser. But with Matthew, someone who has an editor or two, I don't know. Last time I checked, I think he had 2 editors, a writer, and makes some easy to make content, there really isn't an excuse for staying 2 months away from the internet. Obviously, people change, and staying away from the internet could be occurring because of a few factors like depression. I won't discourage anyone who has depression and wants to stay away from making content online. Take care of yourself before your channel, as I always say. And having so many eyes on him can bring a bit of pressure. It's too bad that really wasn't the case. I mean, he got bored of making videos. That's the part of passion that just goes away. That's kind of like the thing that YouTube nowadays is kind of missing, is a lot of people are doing YouTube for money, which I mean is an obvious, like, that's okay. You go ahead, do that. Money is really good. I mean, it pays your rent. But sometimes you have to do videos because you love doing videos. Obviously, money pays rent. I have to repeat this because I know some people in the fucking comments are going to be like, oh, money pays rent. I know, all right? Calm down. Over the past month or so, Matthew has decided to start migrating and moved to Twitch. But Noble, why did he move to Twitch if it wasn't obvious already? Well, to start streaming full time, of course, and literally years of YouTube and years of his own content and years of his life. He just decided to end it so quickly without notifying anyone. It's so bizarre to me when a creator who has spent years on a platform just decides to migrate to another site and doesn't even notify their audience. It's insane to me because people don't really get the closure on something like that. And I mean, they deserve closure, you know? But I also think it makes sense to not tell people because then you'll make passive income, which is the greed part of this video, which comes into play. And this is the part of the video where it essentially becomes extra DLC content for you guys. Matthew Santoro has been streaming on Twitch full-time since I think about the last time I made my video on him, and has since then kept a very consistent and very frequent and has since then kept up a very consistent and very frequent schedule, which makes sense since he's a full-time streamer now. I mean, obviously. It sucks knowing that this once influential titan of YouTube is now relegated to a full-time Twitch streamer and has to start all over again. And it just sucks even more when people didn't really get the closure that they deserved about him quitting YouTube entirely. Of course, it's his channel. Do whatever the fuck he wants with it, you know? But I mean, he could have just made a statement or something, or upload a video, a scrolling text telling people, hey, I quit YouTube. If you want to watch my videos, go ahead. I'll make passive income, you know, ha ha ha. I hate deleting content, so I kind of understand where he's coming from, but he doesn't want to delete his content or delete his channel. I kind of understand. It's kind of a part of yourself once you think about it. So, I mean, I kind of understand that. But back to the Twitter thing, he doesn't really notify his audience. Like, of course, his core audience who follows him, like, everywhere would know that he quit, obviously. He made a tweet about it, but not everybody has Twitter. And even if you do want to know his Twitter, you're gonna have to Google it instead of going to his channel because he only has his Twitch on his channel, which is insane to me because he used to be on pretty much every platform imaginable, even OnlyFans. But haha, that was actually a joke. He's not actually on OnlyFans, it's just a dupe website. As for why his content has died on YouTube, well, you could chalk it up to a few factors. Okay, maybe just one, but let me explain, please. The type of content Matthew was making was a product of oversaturation. Top 10 videos were being pumped left and right by different creators and non-creators, aka companies, and Matthew's videos seemed to have unfortunately been caught in the crossfire. Now, of course, he did state previously that this was due to him taking a few breaks prior to his departure, and that could also play a factor, but for someone of his size and considering he was buddy-buddy with YouTube as a primary creator, I highly doubt that YouTube would just cut someone's revenue just because they took a break. Like, I highly doubt that. For someone like Matthew, who I would see everywhere on the homepage when you would go on YouTube without an account, to now being essentially a fart in the wind, it kind of hurts and makes me sad in a way. I know Matthew has been getting some controversies regarding his playstyle and his toxic behavior on Twitch, and his questionable ethics and questionable choices of words.
Heal me, bitch. Ah, feels good. Oh, yeah. Oh, you like my head there? Oh, you like my head there, eh?
But deep down, it hurts knowing that this somewhat titan of YouTube, this somewhat giant pillar of YouTube, is now mere tears in the rain. I love Blade Runner. You can't joke, you can't fucking talk shit about that reference. I love Blade Runner, so shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's it for this video. It was a nice dissection and a nice look back regarding a creator that was once held as YouTube prestige and has now departed from their home and went on to new endeavors. Of course, I wish him the best of luck, but I mean, man, it's fucking Matthew, you gotta be a little less toxic while we're playing Dead by Daylight. Again, I know Matthew has been a toxic player on Twitch, especially with like a lot of videos coming out about him playing Dead by Daylight, but that's not really my area of expertise, and people have already made videos regarding that, so go check it out. And while you're at it, you should go check out my first video I made about Matthew if you're interested in my videos, and also if you're new, hi! Click that like button, click that subscribe, it helps out a lot, and thank you for watching this far. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't be a stranger. Bye!